Yes, good evening. I wanted to get this screencast workshop over to you, blended learning workshop over to you. I just figured while I was making all these screencasts, I might as well run through it with you just on a quick screencast. So, the way I'm going to look at this is super rough, and I'm going to go back and make it beautiful and add as well. But I know that you were wanting to maybe have a quick eyes on it before I got too far. So, the outline, how to create a screencast, building blended learning content using TED-Ed, research on blended learning. I'll let you read those, but let me get to, so first slide, just starting off with just a kind of bit of context as to what is blended learning. I'm going to make this look a lot better. Carrying on to the second slide. There is a video on, I wanted to get your thoughts on what you think of this video. This one isn't included in it, but I spliced it and I cut out anything to do with flip learning that was inside this. So please let me know. I can yank it out and get rid of it, and there's tons of stuff out there on blended learning. So I just wanted to get your thoughts on that. Okay, now this is the first. So during this workshop, the faculty are actually just going to be getting stuck in and actually creating a lot of stuff. So this is my first screencast on how to literally just download Screencast-O-Matic and just install it on your computer. So really basic, just a couple of minutes here. Then I'm just going to go into a little bit of course design. Go through this. See, these are your slides, so just to kind of talk a little bit about what makes a good, the designing of a good course, what goes into that. I was going to get them to write an outcome for their particular blended lesson. That I kind of really wanted them to have something to walk away with at the end of the session, or certainly like be almost along the way with it. So they're going to write an LO, and then this link here takes them actually to the actual TED-Ed lesson which I created. So this is instructions from here. So I mean, by all means, you can play this. So created a screencast walking them through how to actually each step of this particular lesson, so the watch, the think, the dig deeper, the discuss. So I'll quickly go through with yourself as well, but like here are the questions that I wanted them to answer, and as we spoke about, I can look at the analytics on that. Dig deeper takes them to your site, and it connects them to that podcast and a little bit of research on it. So that is based, once they've done that, they then move on to the discuss section, which talks directly about, coming off the back of our conversation the other day, quality matters. So like it's going to be a discussion about that. And also I put in a bit of like an extension, a bit of challenge, that they can start posting their screencast links here as well. Okay, so we can review those, and then finally this would be where the research will come in, and here are like two, but they're actually all yours. So here are the some research on blended learning as well. So that goes back to here, which the next stage is actually this particular screencast walks them through kind of step by step how to actually create a TED-Ed. And then finally, I was going to want them to actually create their own lesson using the screencast that they've learned how to do. So mix the screencast with the TED-Ed, put it together, and at least have the nuts and bolts and kind of figure it out. That's probably more than we can actually do in 1 hour. So, but that was my plan. That was my idea. So yeah, I just wanted to share that with you, and I'll put all the research in, and I'll make this workshop a lot more beautiful for Friday. But I just wanted to have an eyes on it for the moment. Okay, hopefully that's around 5. All right, thanks a lot, Jason. Cheers.